Hello YouTube, hello to everybody who happens to watch my videos. This Mr. Flowers here, and I've got a little bit of Street Fighter X Tekken ranked mode gameplay for you. Probably won't really be focusing on that, although I've kind of improved a little bit from the last video. I think I'm being a bit more patient and trying to stop doing random stuff like random Tatsus and random DPs, just hoping to catch a poke, and instead I'm trying to play a bit more patiently. But it's a little bit frustrating, and I'll tell you why it's frustrating, because the anti-airs in this game are not as great as they were in like Street Fighter 4. I know everyone keeps saying, you can't play this game like Street Fighter 4, but come on. I know that, but the thing is, how are you supposed to know how to play? They say, we'll play it like SFxT. Well, how are you supposed to know exactly how to play it? And it's only just been out a couple of days, so I'm trying to learn and trying to find ways to deal with it. And what I've found so far is that air-to-airs are the new anti-airs. Air-to-airs are great, they're solid, and not only well, basically the thing about air-to-airs, when you get a counter hit air-to-air, it puts them in a juggle state, which is a huge advantage. And the problem for me, I keep losing my air-to-airs. Now, I looked at the frame data for both Poison and Ryu, and well, Ryu's frame data was a little bit better, but Poison, I think she had only 2 moves that were like 4 frames in the air, and all the rest of them were like 6 frames. I think she had jump in, hard kick, and I think she had a neutral jump, light punch or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. You might want to check on it yourself, but I think there were 2 moves there that had 4 frames and the rest were 5 or 6 frames. So I basically nearly always lose the air-to-airs. I mean, somebody will see me jumping in, and then they will jump up with a quick attack. And they're really good at it, especially the so-called noobs. They are really good at seeing someone trying to jump in on them and either going for the DP or jumping up as well to counter them while in the air. The noobs, they're really good at this. And I'm not so good at this. When someone's jumping in on me, I either just sit there trying to do an anti-air and I do it really late, or I do the wrong anti-air, and you know, basically I just get countered while I'm on the ground, and then I eat huge combos, which is a big factor in this game, the huge combos. So you just kind of sit in there waiting for the combo to finish, and you get frustrated, you get salty. Now, I've been getting salty a lot, as I said in the other video. I even found a title on here that's called Rage Mode, and I made that my new title. I've been going through so many different titles, but I think that's the one that I'm going to stick with because the amount of raging that I've been doing. But anyway, yesterday I stopped raging and I just kind of went into a depressed mode, where it's like I just feel like, you know, what's the point? It's time to accept and face facts that it's going to be quite a while before I'm even remotely decent at this game, you know. But at least now I'm able to start beating a couple of the noobs. I'm starting to get around some of the age-old noob runaway tactics, and you know, those kind of things that they play. I don't really know how to deal with it, because I don't really know how to deal with that stuff with Sakura, but I'm starting to learn now. So I've been losing to some dumb stuff, and I've been thinking, well, I've got only myself to blame, you know, I can't be salty in a game about that. But that being said, there are definitely a few issues that I have with this game. Now, if I'm complaining about an issue in the game, but I'm still trying to learn how to deal with the issue or to deal with the game, I don't think that I should be called a scrub for that, which is what some people on the forum have been saying, that, oh, I'm sounding scrubby, some of the stuff that I'm complaining about that happens in the game, because their approach is, it's not Street Fighter 4, if it's in the game, it's in the game kind of thing. And I'm basically saying that I'm hoping they patch certain stuff, like for example that forward roll. And the forward roll itself isn't a bad thing. It allows characters with poor wake-up options to, you know, get a chance to get free to get some breathing space. You know, basically allowing them to wake up for free. because if you guess wrong on the meaty, they could get away, and they could also punish you depending on the meaty move that you try to do when they wake up. But the problem I have with the roll is that it's too powerful, because when people roll, it seems like it's either unpunishable or there's only like 1 or 2 frames to punish it. I'm not sure, but it just seems like that, because it seems like you can only really punish someone when they roll if they try to do something after that roll, which is very frustrating for me. So I've been complaining about that, and other people say, oh, they love the roll, it's great, and I'm just sounding like a scrub right now. Well, you know, I have to respectfully disagree, because, you know, I don't like it, but I can accept the fact that it's in there for now. I'm just saying I hope they do something about that. That's just one of the things. I have other issues like with the sounds dropping. It's usually not a big deal for me when the sound drops, but because I usually go by visuals anyway. But the thing is, when someone's in block stun, the visual is different from when they're in the hit stun. Now, this doesn't really seem to be the case when you're doing a boost combo, because I don't know if it's really gone past a bit in this video. There was a time I was doing a boost combo once or twice. The person was blocking, and I went all the way through with the boost combo. I wasn't sure if it hit or not because the sound dropped, but this video doesn't show that. Now you see, when you're doing your boost combo, there's all this purpley blue clouds, aura mist kind of thing that appears, and whether it's on block or on hit, that aura still seems to appear. I might need to look more closely at this, but that's been throwing me off when the sound goes, and I'm just, maybe I should just not try to do any boost combos when the sound is out, because at the moment I can't really tell. There's other things I really don't like. The gems, auto block gems, auto throw gems. I think they're too powerful at the moment. Yeah, there's ways you can deal with it and you can drain people's meter, but I mean, I don't like it. I don't think it really adds a new layer of depth to things, because if somebody's got an auto throw gem, they know you're going to be trying to drain their meter going for throws, so it's going to make your gameplay kind of a bit more predictable in some ways. And you know, it's just little things like this that are bugging me. I can't remember the other gripes I had. I think the other gripes were like with the timeouts. People are saying that, oh, it's only because the game is new, and it was like this with Marvel vs. Capcom 3 as well. But I've seen a lot of games, I've seen a lot of matches where people are really going at each other, and you know, still you get the timeouts. There's just too much health. There's regenerative health gems. There's 2 characters you gotta take out. The stages are really, really big. I feel they're even bigger than they were in Street Fighter 4, going from one end to the other. So there's a lot of space for people to play runaway tactics. There are zoning characters. Most of the Street Fighter characters are kind of zoning heavy, and you know, you just don't really get that much damage off of stuff, because you know, these boost combos, they scale really bad, and I don't know, there's just so many things in the mix added together. It's given a lot of timeouts, and people are really basing their strategy off of timeouts. And yes, it's another thing that I'm sometimes trying to abuse, and something that I'm looking out for, and it does kind of in a way add a new layer of depth. Like when the time is running out, it's a good time to use Pandora if you're both at low health. You know, if all 4 characters are on low health, someone might as well use Pandora if there's only like, I don't know, 10 seconds left, right? And, you know, in regards to using super arts, cross rush, is it cross rush? You know, and cross assault and cross arts, whatever, I get confused with all the cross names. But you know, when these kind of animations, they take a while, so I think that as time goes on, probably people are already doing it now. They're going to be watching how much time is on the clock, and that they will decide whether or not they're going to go for those kind of moves, because the animation will either work in their favor or against them. Like if you got the life lead, you could easily do like a big cross art with you and your teammate, and you know that's going to drain some of the clock and allow you to keep your life lead and deplete theirs even more, almost guaranteeing you the victory. But then on the other hand, you might be in a clutch situation where you really want to KO them quickly, but there's only 10 seconds left on the clock, and you went for your super art or your cross art, and next thing you know, just before you get that final hit in that was going to KO them, the time runs out, and guess what? You lose. Time out. And this has happened to me before. I got salty as hell. Actually, that's what began my rants and my rage in the chat room the other day that I was talking about in the first video. I mean, I just completely gave up the fight after that. I'd been fighting 8 matches with this guy, Santa Claus, aka Corridors of Time. And, you know, I just gave up at that point when I should have won a particular match, but then I got time out from trying to do a cross up. My fault, it's my fault, but I got salty about it. So I gotta work on my saltiness, stop being salty, start learning, start thinking positive, and I need to go to these people that are better than me, ask them to teach me and show me the ropes. Anyways, your boy Mr. Flowers, I'm out.